Minnesota Governor Tim Walz formally accepts the Democratic nomination for vice president. While the focus is on Walz, delegates will also hear from former President Bill Clinton and Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi. We're back with John Dickerson at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. John, what are you watching for tonight?
Well, Lindsay, let's start with the man of the evening, vice presidential candidate Tim Walz, and then we'll go to Clinton. Last night here, the second night of the Democratic Convention, it was like politics night at the dance club. There were celebrities everywhere. There was music. There were the two biggest celebrities in politics right now, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. It was a night of all of the crackling parts of the culture that the Democratic Party wants to access as they try to convince voters and get people to pay attention who don't vote before. Tim Walz is the kind of person who has to text his kids to find out who all those people who showed up at last night at the DNC were. He is the normal guy, and that's kind of his pitch and his place in the campaign. They put out a video of Tim Walz, which is narrated by his wife, and it is thick with his kind of roots of the country, small town, farms, schools. I mean, think about his career. He is a politician, was in the House, and obviously he's a governor, but I mean, school teacher, he's not a lawyer. And it really emphasizes, and the pitch about his bio really emphasizes that. There's also a policy emphasis in this video about him that I'll be watching for to see how much of that comes out in the speech he gives, which is there are a lot of progressive items that he got passed in Minnesota. Family and medical leave, for example, legalization of marijuana use. In the video, it talks about how he passed the largest tax cut in Minnesota, how it is a state that is wonderful to do business in, and that he's a gun owner and a hunter. Emphasizing certainly more conservative, middle of the road, you might say, policies, not those policies that progressives have been pushing for. So how much of that will be a part of this pitch to kind of add balance to the ticket? Because at the end of the day, what a vice president does is reflects up to the candidate. And so it seems that this is about balancing out any possible views that Kamala Harris is too liberal. Now to Bill Clinton. He is they used to call him explainer-in-chief, and he has played that role for himself, certainly all the way back to 1992, but then, of course, in 2012 for Barack Obama. So will he explain this race in a new way we haven't seen before? That's what I'm looking for tonight from him.
All right, John Dickerson in Chicago, thanks so much.